아직도 난 격이 흐릿하게 또 희미하겠나.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be unhauling a bunch of books. The setup is a little bit different. Hopefully it's not too like crazy. This is part 2 of a video that I did like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. This is what's left of the books. So there's quite a bit of them. I imagine that there's maybe like 50 to 100. Let's get started. I am working with like 3-day-old hair, yet still I am gorgeous and effortless and beautiful. Like, how is it even possible? Like, how do I do it? You know, like that's the question I'm asking myself, and I don't know. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm just like effortless and stunning. Anyway, you know who else is effortless and stunning? I do. I know that it's you. I know that you are a gorgeous, bad bitch. Literally, your face, Grecian, you know what I mean? Like goddess, that kind of vibe. Not only that, but like you are effortlessly hilarious and funny and intelligent and like literally perfect. And I swear to fucking God, and I said this before, I've said it like 1,000 fucking times, if anybody says anything different, I literally will fucking murder them. I will fucking murder them without hesitation, bitch. Because I know, and you know, how gorgeous you are, how worthy you are of love and belonging. We all know you are it. You're everything. People are gonna say shit. People are gonna talk behind your back. People are going to say that you can't do it, that you have no sense of style, or like you don't know how to put on makeup, or whatever it is people say. I don't even know. People just talk shit. And I want you to remember that their opinions are more of a reflection of them than they are of you. Literally pay them no mind. They're just voices, just irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, you're literally stunning. And I'm jealous, but also like inspired by you. So anyway, okay, love you, proud of you, bye. Let's begin. Let's start talking about the books that I need to get rid of. Where to even start? Like there's literally like a huge pile right in front of me. It's too much. I'm gonna pick things up and we'll just talk about it and why I'm getting rid of it. Okay, first one is Sourdough by Robin Sloan. I have no idea what this is about. I think I bought it from like Book Outlet or something, so it was like discount, and I think I only bought it because I recognized the cover, which is kind of sad. But anyway, I don't need it because I don't want it, because I don't want to read it, because I've never read it. I've never even thought about reading it, and I literally don't even know what it's about. Anyway, okay, I'm getting rid of it. It's going. I also have this, which is Shrill by Lindy West. I am interested in reading this, but I don't like this edition, so I'm getting rid of it. And then more books that were left over from Silver Shamrock that I missed. One of those is Sick Stuff by Ronald Kelly. No interest in this. Not for me. Thanks, though. And then we also have this book, which is Curse of the Pigman. I was interested in reading this because I really like the cover. I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. And I have like no interest in spending more time than needed with like this. With this, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we're getting rid of it. I also have My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfa. I've heard good things, but I've also heard bad things. But I've owned this for years. And like this is gonna be a theme, okay? It's gonna be a theme that like I've owned a lot of these books, but never read any of them, never even thought about reading them, because that's my kink, apparently. Like that's what I'm into. That's like the freaky shit that I'm like doing behind the scenes. So I've owned this for years, never read it. I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. A book I have read but don't want is The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. I need to chill out. I've read this, thought it was just fine. I barely actually even like remember what it was about. It's like that kind of book. So, oh, we have a Keelan Patrick Burke book, Hate Him. Oh, that was dangerous. Oh my God, there's candles behind me. I'm literally just fucking throwing kindling. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was so dangerous. Anyway, I also have An Unkindness of Magicians. I bought this years ago. never gonna read it. Never gonna read it. I've heard mixed things. Oh, it still has a receipt in it. That's how you know that you should probably get rid of something, is when it has a receipt still. Like, this is like a gift receipt, but I don't think I got this as a gift. I think I got this secondhand. Anyway, who cares? I'm getting rid of it. I also have a paperback copy of I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. I think I had the hardcover version of this book in my last unhaul, which is kind of embarrassing. I have many copies apparently. So cool. I'm getting rid of this like naked hardback of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I hate J.K. Rowling, and why would I want a naked hardback? Like, ugly. I'm also gonna get rid of The Burning Girls by C.J. Tudor. I didn't like The Chalk Man, and I don't think I've read anything else from them, or him, or her. I don't see myself reading this because I don't know what it's about, and I haven't heard anybody hype it up. Like, I haven't heard a single person be like, that book was amazing. Like, it doesn't exist. I haven't seen it, so therefore it's true. It's like reality. So I'm gonna get rid of it. If you think I should keep it, let me know. If you think I should keep any of these books, please let me know. I also have 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. I've had this book for maybe 2 years, 3 years. Never read it. Never even thought about reading it. So we're getting rid of it. I also have The Jigsaw Man by Nadine Matheson. I think I bought this from like a Costco. So that's my thing. That's my fatal flaw, okay? My fatal flaw is that I go to Costco, I go to the little book section, and there's so few options that like if I recognize a book at all, I will pick it up and buy it, even though I will probably never read it. Like, again, it's like that thing of like needing that dopamine hit. I need to actually like get help. I also have Deathless by Catherine M. Valente. I'm thinking about keeping this. I don't know. I really loved Comfort Me with Apples by Catherine M. Valente, but I haven't heard much about it in like years. Like, nobody ever talks about it, so I don't know. If you've read this and you liked it, please let me know. I would love to know your opinion. I'm also thinking about getting rid of both of my Matt Haig books. We have The Radleys and The Humans. I have read The Humans. I really liked it, and then I haven't read The Radleys. When I read The Humans, I was like, this is the best. I think I was like 20, maybe like 25, somewhere between there. And I was like, this is like literature. But now I'm like, would I ever reread it? And would I ever read anything else by him? I don't know. I don't think I would. That's what my soul is saying. So we're gonna get rid of it. I have this book called Paradox Bound by Peter Clines. I was at a Chinese New Year's party. And the host was telling me about like this book, and he was like, yeah, it's sci-fi. It's like my favorite kind of genre. It's like my favorite thing to read. And I was like, I don't really read that much sci-fi. I can't even think of like a single sci-fi book I've ever read. He very kindly, very, very kindly gave me this book. That was maybe 3 years ago. That was like 4 years ago. Like, it was a long time ago, and I have never picked it up. I don't even know what it's about. So while I'm like really thankful to that guy, I don't think I'm ever gonna read this, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I also have Golden State by Ben H. Winters. Gorgeous cover. I love this cover. But again, years. This has sat on my shelves for years, and I've never thought about reading it, never even picked it up. Don't even know what it's about. I think it's like a thriller. Who knows? I am gonna be getting rid of The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Bioyne. Bioyne? What the fuck? Boyne? But oh my god, am I having a stroke? Anyway, I'm getting rid of this because I've heard problematic things about the author, and I'm just not interested. I was gonna get rid of Lolita. Oh wait, no. You know what, actually? Never mind. I have 3 copies of Lolita. 2 of them are the same copy. So I think I am actually going to get rid of my second copy, because this copy I got when I was 17 or something. I am going to get rid of this copy of Lolita. I do want to attempt to read it again, because it's been, yeah, I read it when I was 17. Like, it's been years since I read it the first time, and I want to give it another shot. I think also because, like, as an adult, as like a woman, I think I could like appreciate it more. Anyway, next up I have 2 copies of like Death Note, I think like light novels. Got this from a Facebook seller when I was buying his like whole Death Note box set, he just like included these. I have since sold that Death Note box set. And I've never read Death Note or watched the anime, so I don't have interest in these. They're beautiful books, though. Next, we have The Only Child by Mi So. This is a thriller. I think it's translated from the Korean. I tried listening to the audiobook specifically, and it was so boring that I put it down. I think I got maybe like an hour into it, and I was like, no, we're not doing it. Oh, there's bookmarks inside. There's a bookmark of a robot, and then a cloud card, lock card. I have all of these books. So these are all Georgia Nicholson books. I thought, let me just collect these. Let me buy these, because as a teenager, as a young adolescent woman, I loved this series so much. What I think was good back then as like a child, I don't think I would find as good now as an adult. And like, God bless Louise Renderson, like God rest her soul. I don't think I'm ever gonna read these. Are these my basumas I see before me? And this is the 10th book, Stop in the Name of Pants, which is the 9th book. Love is a Many Trousered Thing, which I believe is the 8th book. On the Bright Side, I'm Now the Girlfriend of a Sex God, which I think is the 2nd book. Knocked Out by My Nugga Nuggas. This is, I think, the 3rd book. Dancing in My Nudie Pants, which I believe is maybe like the 4th book. I'm not even sure, to be honest. No, wait, this one's the 4th book. Away Laughing on a Fast Camel. Maybe I want to keep these. I don't know. And then we have Then He Ate My Boy Entrancers. The last but not least, we have Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging. I don't know. Should I keep these? No, because now that I'm looking at them, I'm kind of like nostalgic. Right now, in this moment, my heart is saying, let them go. That's what my heart is saying. I have a Spanish copy of Harry Potter from when I used to collect Harry Potter books. We have Fantastic Beasts, getting rid of that. I had this book called Stolen by Lucy Christopher. I think my friend gave me this. I don't remember, but no interest in reading it. And then in my naivete, I thought I was gonna collect and read all of the Warriors books. No, it's not. It didn't happen. It was never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And then, so I'm gonna be getting rid of the first book in the Warriors series, which is called Into the Wild. These covers are stunning, but I don't see them. I can't. I will never read them. Saying that, it's like a weight is being lifted off my chest. Like, I'm never gonna read these. Okay. I also have John Dies at the End by David Wong. I've owned this for years. Never gonna read it. I think I tried to read it once, but barely. I also have After the Flood by Cassandra Montague. This, I think, is a post-apocalyptic thriller novel. And the cover is stunning, but my copy in particular is like fairly used. Like the spine is cracked. And I don't think I want the paperback edition if I do have this book. So I also have Lost in a Good Book by Jasper Ford. This, I think, is like the 2nd book in the Thursday Next series. Haven't read any of the books. I don't think I ever will. As fun as these books look, I don't think I'm ever gonna do it. The aging of this book is stunning though. Like, the pages are like that beautiful sort of tan on the outside, like with like a gradient to like a cream color. Stunning. I also have The Mother-in-Law. Why is this dusty? It's like so dusty. The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Now, a book that I have read. We have Women Talking by Miriam Towes. I did read this. I thought it was fine. I thought it was like Monday fucking morning. For some strange reason, she had this like feminist novel from the point of view of a man, and that to me that made no sense. Another book I have read is Under the Skin by Michelle Faber. I remember not enjoying this book. Everyone loves it, and I just did not like it. I'm gonna get rid of it because no thank you. A thriller that I own but never read is Darling Rose Gold. This, I think, is based on a true story. I don't think I'm ever gonna read it because after it came out, I heard very mediocre reviews, very mediocre things. I also have books 2, 3, and 4 of Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. I have read these. Right? I read the 2nd one, the 3rd one. I'm pretty sure I read the 4th one. I don't remember. But that's basically why I'm getting rid of them, because I literally don't remember, and I don't think I'm interested in like keeping it or reading it, because I truly and honestly do not believe that the series is ever going to end. I don't think George is ever going to do it. Like, he's not. He can't. At this point, it's like, it's been almost like 10 years. Like, it's not going to happen. My friend, as like a joke, gave me After by Anna Todd. She was like, you should read it and like review it on your YouTube channel. And I was like, I think you misunderstand your position. Never. I would rather literally... No, it's not happening. So I'm getting rid of it. I'm resent you for even thinking I would read it. Anyway, I am going to be getting rid of also A Mouthful of Birds by Samantha Schweblin. I read this maybe 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And I remember it being underwhelming. I remember liking maybe like 2 of the stories and nothing beyond that. The cover is absolutely stunning. I don't think I could ever read it or reread it. So I'm going to get rid of it. I think I'm also going to get rid of The Haunted by Bentley Little. I haven't read this, but I don't think I ever will. In terms of like the horror community and like people and like watching people who read horror, I have not seen anyone, like literally anyone, read this or like it or anything. So no. Speaking of books that I did not like, I have The River at Night by Erica Furnerek. Stunning cover, gorgeous. Shitty, mediocre book, like so mediocre. Who has fucking time for anything like that? I also have And the Trees Crept In. I might keep this. I've heard a lot of people say really good things about it, which is surprising because this cover is absolutely atrocious. What in the name of 2011 is happening? Like, Jesus. Let me know if you think I should keep this, because I think if enough people tell me to, I think I would keep it. I also have the Southern Reach trilogy, which includes Annihilation, Authority, and Acceptance. I have read Annihilation and Authority. I never read the 3rd book. I think I read the 2nd book like years ago, like maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago. Like, and I remember reading the 1st book, Annihilation, in one sitting. I absolutely loved it. The 2nd book I also really liked, but my fear is, okay, I'm filming. I'm filming. Unbelievable. How dare my royal subjects treat their queen in such a way? Anyway, I'm afraid that if I do want to read the 3rd book, I will have to reread the first 2 books because it's been so long, and I'm just not here for that kind of energy. Like, I just don't see it for me. So we're just not going to. We're not even going to think about it. And I think I would recommend checking it out if you haven't already, but for me, I don't think I'm ever going to read it. Next up, we have Black Klansman by Ron Stallworth. This is a nonfiction book about Ron and his sort of like infiltration of the Ku Klux Klan. I really liked this book, but I don't think I liked it enough to keep it in my collection. So I will be passing it on, donating it or selling it, so maybe somebody else can enjoy it. And then I also have The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. I read this book, I think 2 years ago or so, and I did like it, but not enough for me again to keep it in my collection. Like, it was like definitely like a 3-star read. It was definitely just like fine. I also have The Queens of Innis Lear by Tessa Grattan. I like this cover a lot. I don't like that I got a paperback. Like, why did I get a paperback? This I have not read. I think I got it from Book Outlet, and if I'm remembering correctly, I had also just read like King Lear for university, and so I was like, oh my god, a YA novel set on King Lear? Like, I could read that and understand it because I'm a university student and I read Shakespeare. Like, it was very much that kind of energy. I don't think I'm ever gonna read it because, first of all, it's fucking huge. Second of all, it's a paperback. And third of all, I don't think I'm interested. Next, I'm gonna get rid of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This I own in, I think, multiple copies, as I already own it in this edition, which I much prefer. This is the Penguin Classics Deluxe Edition. It's like a stunning book. I have read Jane Eyre. I love Jane Eyre. It is my favorite classic, which I know you're like, oh my god, Jordaline, you read classics? Yeah, I've read a few. It's like no big deal. I love Jane Eyre though. I need to reread it because it's like, it was so good when I read it the first time. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of this because I already own this copy. I don't even know why I bought this copy. Like, again, capitalism, I'm under its foot, duh. This next book is just blatantly something that I bought for the cover. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I knew it when I bought it too. It wasn't even like, oh, that sounds interesting. No, I bought it because of the cover, because it had a fucking cat on it. This is A Wicked Magic by Sasha Lorenz. I bought it because there's a cat on the cover. No interest in reading it though. Don't even know what it's about. I don't think I've ever like opened it. I have The Martian by Andy Weir, but in the movie edition. I think I got this in like a blind date with a book type thing. Not interested. I have James Herbert's Haunted. I bought this because I liked the like kind of like vintage cover. I'm also just like not a fan of mass market paperbacks, so I don't know why I bought it. This book I'm getting rid of because it was actual fucking trash and like a total fucking lie, and that is Nicole Cushing's Mr. Suicide. This is like a horror novel, like an extreme horror novel that was just like bad, offensive, and like poorly written. Like no interest. I'm also gonna get rid of this, which is Caligula. Yeah, I got this from the bookstore. I have no interest in reading it. Like, it is extremely, extremely gory. Yeah, no thank you. I also have this book by Frances Harding, which is Deep Light, which is a stunning cover. I have no idea what this is about. I'm never gonna read it. I'm never gonna read it. We have An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I have read this. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. I also have The Replacement by Brenna Jovanoff. Bought this for the cover. Never gonna read it. I have The Heart and the Bottle, which is a children's novel. Very cute, but don't need it. This was in the pile, but I don't want to get rid of it, which is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Although, maybe it's in the pile because I have like 3 or 4 copies of it. But still, I really like this edition. I'm gonna keep it. Anyway. Oh, I also have a Game of Thrones. Here we go. There's the first book. No, again, I've read it. And to be honest, I like it. I really like these books, but it's never gonna end. I'm gonna get rid of it. I have a Japanese novel. Kaneko-chan and Madame Madeline. It's literally in Japanese. Do you know why I bought it, friend? I bought it because there's a cat on the cover. That's the only reason. Like, Jordaline, stop just buying books. It is a really cute book though, and I really like the cat on the cover. It was really cute, but literally I can never read this. Like, I can never read it. Why did I buy it? One of my subscribers, like, I think maybe like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, sent this to me. Allie, I think, sent it to me, and that is Frankenstein and Bog Dog. I don't know what this is about. I've heard good things, but I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. But thank you so much, Allie, for the gift. I really appreciate it. This next book I read when I was a teenager, and I really liked it when I was a teenager. And I've never heard anyone else talk about it or even read it. And that is Broken by Daniel Clay. I loved this book. It's a retelling of To Kill a Mockingbird, but set in like Britain. I don't know. I haven't read it in over 10 years, and I don't know if I ever will reread it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Maybe. I might get rid of it. The cover is nice. I don't know. I can't decide. And then I also have Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. This is a paperback copy. I don't like paperbacks. I want to avoid as little paperbacks as possible. Like, that's what I'm realizing. If a book comes in hardcover, I want to get the hardcover. I want the hardcover. So I do like B.A. Paris, but I don't want this. I also have The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. This book was very mediocre. Did not deserve all the hype that it got. And from what I understand, A.J. Finn is also quite problematic. So we're getting rid of it. We don't want it. I also have My Mother, a Serial Killer by Hazel Barron and Jeanette Fife. This I've read maybe 2 years ago. It was very mediocre. I have no feelings about it whatsoever. And then I also have Disappearing Earth by Julia Phillips. I bought this while I was on vacation, I think in Seattle. It is a signed copy. I have read it. I did read it. And I thought it was at best mediocre. For that reason, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. My roommate bought me this as like a joke, and it's called The Subtle Art of Sensual Female Dominance. Obviously, I don't think I'm interested. I don't think I'm gonna read this, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But thanks, Lauren, for the gift. I also have The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. I'm never gonna read this. I also have A Hollow Tree. I tried reading it. It was boring. I have The Silent Companions. This was mediocre. I have read it. It was fine. Again, I have a second copy of The Hollow Tree. Why? Why do I have a second copy? I have The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I did read it. I didn't like it that much. I have The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Never read it. The hype, I think, was too big though, so I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. I also have Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. I don't know. I might keep this. I haven't decided yet, but for now, it's in the get rid of. And then I have Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I've heard really good things about it. I've never read it though. Let me know if it's worth keeping and reading even after all the hype has died. And then I also have Long Bright River by Liz Moore. I did read this, and again, I thought it was mediocre. A book I hated so much is The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I hated this book. I think I DNF'd it. I hated it. And then I have a paperback copy of Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I love Vicious. I own Vicious and its sequel. Love them. But why do I need a paperback copy? I don't even know why I have it. And then almost lastly, we have The One by John Mars. I did like this book, but I don't like it enough to keep it. The last book is Wenjack by Joseph Boyden. I liked this when I read it, but I've heard that Joseph Boyden is literally a fucking fraud, and so I'm not interested. Okay, my friends, my family, that's it. That's all of the books. Oh my god, what a wild fucking ride this has been. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I feel so free. I feel so good. Oh my god, so many books that I need to literally just like get rid of. It's like literally overwhelming, but also I'm very happy to have like filmed these 2 videos so I can finally just like bid adieu, say goodbye, au revoir, like see you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you think I should keep any of these books, what you thought of some of them. If you think I should totally get rid of some, let me know. I would love your opinion. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit. We talk about creepy shit. We talk about unhauling and me being royalty and shit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! I'm just amongst books everywhere. I kind of like this filming location though. Not only is it like kind of comfortable, but it's also like kind of nice. And I feel like the background noise is limited. What do you think? Do you think it's nice? Okay, bye.